Hello and welcome. Andy Bryan here from The Soul Pathway, and within this video I'm going to be providing you with a collective Soul Pathway reading for January 2022. We are going to be looking at and exploring the energy of the month ahead, but before we get started, I think it will be valuable for each and every one of us to reflect back on the past year, as I know for many of us we've all experienced quite deep shifts and changes in our lives, both physically, emotionally and spiritually, and I know many of you have been overwhelmed by this. So it's a time right now to relax, let go and release from the year that's passed, so that you can begin setting your intention for the year ahead. So before we jump into this reading, what I'd like for you to do is connect with me in a short guided meditation. Within this guided meditation, I'd like you to first take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And any thoughts that come into your mind, or even emotions that come into your body, allow them to float in and then allow them to drift away, releasing any thoughts that you have in your mind to the universe, releasing any of those old emotions that you have stored within you, into the universe as well, so that you can disconnect from your past to connect with your present self as you set your intentions for the future. As you focus on your breathing, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to imagine for a moment that you are walking in the depths of night, where the moon is lighting the sky. As you walk through nature, imagine feeling your feet planted to the ground, feeling your connection with Mother Earth as she gives you that unconditional love, nurture and support in this moment. Feel that love and connect with her embrace. As you walk through nature, what I'd love for you to do is to just relax each and every muscle and fibre in your body as you drift away and let go of everything that you have inside of your mind at this moment, so that you can become connected and present with who you are. As you walk through nature, notice a lake standing before you, and notice a boardwalk that is just on the lake there. And as you walk onto the boardwalk, allow yourself to sit down as you connect with the stillness of the water and the stillness within yourself, so that you can find that peace and tranquility within you at this moment. As you look up to the sky, I want you to notice the moon that's lighting the lake, and as you do so, you may notice the reflection within the lake. As you look down into the lake itself, you may even notice the reflection of yourself, reflecting back to you. You may even imagine floating into the lake as you float in to that old version of yourself. As you do so, now is a time for you to reflect upon your past and the year that is slowly closing out, so that you can reconnect with yourself. Notice the experiences which you've been through. Notice how each and every emotion has humbled you, and how your experiences have assisted you in your growth and your development as you have begun to come whole and at one with yourself. Know that each and every experience is shaping you into the person that you are to become, or ultimately meant to be. You just have to tune into your soul and begin following that calling within yourself. Now that you've done some introspective reflection, allow yourself to come back to now as you imagine yourself sitting back on that boardwalk. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and come back to now. So now that I've provided you with a short guided meditation to connect with yourself and your soul and reflect upon the year that's passed, let me now provide you with a Soul Pathway reading for January 2020, as I've already mentioned. So as I do so, please bear with me a moment while I get my camera all working, and I'll move over to the other screen in just a moment. But what I will say is, this year, like the previous year, we are due to potentially experience some more upheavals in our lives, more shifts and changes. But the most important thing for you and I and each and every one of us is to just find ourselves grounded and rooted in each and every moment as much as we possibly can. So no matter what is happening in your life, allow yourself to go with the flow of the emotions within you and the flow of life as you let go of the past and embrace the present moment as you step in to your future. So let me jump over to the cards. What I will say is, here I've already actually done a Soul Pathway reading, and I recorded a Soul Pathway reading early for Insight Timer, where I do a lot of my guided meditations and live sessions and numerous recordings as well. So this is a Soul Pathway reading that I've already put together, or I've already connected with. So I've just put the cards in order here. So let me share with you them first of all here. And we'll look at the first card, and then we'll see what it is that we can do in order to work through some of these spiritual shifts and changes happening in our lives in January 2022. Let's pull the first card. And what's interesting about the first card, it's all about your old self. And what is your old self? Your old self is all about reflecting upon your past and your conditioning. Noticing that each and every condition has shaped who you are today. So you really need to look at all the conditioning that has shaped you. So whether that be conditioning from society, culture, religion, values and beliefs passed on to you by your parents, and even those people you looked up to from a young age, because they've all shaped your beliefs and your understanding of who you think you are, and also the way that you look at and perceive the world. So as you look at your old self, I've got a picture here of an old city or a city, and for me, this is our new and modern world, but from my perspective, it's in essence the old, because it's living by structures and systems of society that don't serve who we are as individuals, and in many ways they lead us away from our true selves and the connection we have with our soul. So it's essential, first of all, for you to reflect upon your old self in January 2020, so that you can release, let go, and embrace the new, whatever that new self may be. And let me share with you my Soul Pathway Oracle card, little booklet here, which my friend Becky Sal Sanchez has helped me to write. So I'll pop over to the cards and I'll give you a short read from the booklet here. So the old self is the beginning of the journey. The environments in which we grew up and currently live have shaped our understanding of who we think we are and should be. From a psychological perspective, this is called the ego, the expectations, values, and beliefs that were placed onto us by our parents, culture, society, education, and organisational structures. If you have pulled this card, it is an invitation for you to reflect upon your programming so that you can become the person you were ultimately meant to be. As you consider your past and current conditioning, notice the situations that are appearing in your life right now. Are you living by default or with intention? When I think about looking at your old self, for me it's thinking about, how can I start to live in alignment with who I am now? Because if we are so connected with our old self and our old conditioning, we are not embracing, our true self and our souls as individuals. So as you reflect upon your old self and you release from those old things that no longer serve you, then you can begin to live a life much more in alignment with who you truly are. But that's a really important stage for each and every one of us. And you could say January, in any given year, is the start of a new chapter of our lives. We can start from scratch now. But when you start from scratch, you still need to reflect upon the past in order to release it, because you don't want to bring some of those old habits, old behaviours and old beliefs patterns into the year that's coming up, because what you'll begin to do is create what you've always created in your lives. So maybe it's time to look at things from a new perspective, but that starts with reflecting upon your old. Now that's a beautiful card. That's a beautiful card. Let me jump over to the other screen again, and we'll look at the first card we've got here. And the first card we've got here is the spirit animal of the eagle. And the spirit animal of the eagle is all about viewing things from a higher perspective. So eagle allows you to connect with great spirit and soar up high into, another plane. If we look at it from a shamanic perspective, this is where you can connect with your guides and your ancestors. But the eagle is able to see with clear and precise precision, so that you can view situations in your life from that different perspective, so that you can set your goals, intentions, and act upon those visions and hunches that you may have, so that you can begin following your dreams. So whatever experiences you've been through in the past year, as you reflect upon and look at your old self, now's the time to maybe look at things from a different perspective, in the way that these experiences have helped shape you. Maybe even deepen your understanding of yourself and your connection with your soul. Because I've gone through some deep and challenging experiences this year that have brought me to the depths of my soul, and it has been very challenging at times. But it's really helped me deepen my connection with myself and awaken in a beautiful way as well. So I think each and every one of us has to notice, what are we learning from each and every experience, so that we can grow and we can move forward in our lives, more so in alignment with who we are, so that we don't constantly look upon the past and constantly relive those past moments. So what I will do again is read from the Soul Pathway Oracle card booklet as I share with you my perspectives from the eagle here. Okay. So the eagle, the spirit animal of the eagle, brings the gift of vision. Eagles are able to see with clear precision. This allows you to view situations in your life from a higher perspective as you connect with great spirits. If you've pulled this card, then now is the time for you to notice the opportunities that are being presented to you as you find greater clarity in your life. Focus on your goals as you soar to new heights of possibility. Remember, the only limitations you create are those inside of your own mind. Call upon the eagle to help you rise above the mundane levels in your life and have the courage to follow your dreams. That's an absolutely beautiful card, and I very much connect with that, for myself, and I'm sure you can connect with that as well. But bringing your goals and visions to life, and as I've said, we're starting a new slate in January 2022. So what is it you want to create in your life right now, and how can you begin to step into that as you notice that the possibilities and the opportunities that are being presented to you right now. That's an absolutely beautiful card. And we'll move over to the next card here, and we'll see what this comes up with. Yes, the archetype of the warrior. Now, the warrior within. What is this all about? This is all about connecting with the courage and strength within you. We all have that inner warrior that we must awaken to, and that's connecting with that courage and strength in order for you to begin living life on your terms. The warrior within is all about connecting with your heart and doing what you love, but it's also for you to stand in your power and strength in the way that not only do you choose to live your life in your own unique way, but also you give back and support others, because the warrior, in many ways, from an archetypal perspective, fights for what they want in life, to get to what they want in life. But from a high level of consciousness, they also fight for the community and the tribe, for those in need, but from that altruistic intent. So from my perspective, this is about connecting with your divine mission and purpose and stepping into it in a way that you can support others, but have the courage and strength to, in many ways, go back to the eagle, to follow your dreams, follow those visions and awaken from within. But the courage and strength within the warrior has to be awakened. You have to stand into that strength and courage in order to begin living life on your terms. One other thing about the warrior, though, is the warrior is always the one to put on that suit of armour, and that suit of armour will protect you, from anything incoming to you, that may cause you harm. But what also does that suit of armour do? It also protects you from yourself, because often when a warrior puts on their suit of armour, they're not honouring their own inner emotions and feelings. So for me, the warrior is also a calling for you to maybe drop your suit of armour, so that you can begin connecting with your emotions and feelings within, so that you can begin loving yourself. I've done quite a few videos about vulnerability, and I personally believe that vulnerability is your greatest strength. It's not a weakness, and the warrior that connects with their own feelings and connects with their heart shows great strength and courage from within. So I personally believe that it starts from there. So allow your emotions and feelings to drive you, to give you that courage and strength to move forward, as I've said, on your own terms. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. What I'll do is, again, I'll read from the Soul Pathway Oracle card booklet, and we'll see what the warrior within says within the booklet. Okay. So the warrior archetype embodies the energy of the masculine within us all, regardless of the gender. It calls us to have courage, strength and integrity as we live by the values of our soul. The earlier warrior operates from the shadow of conditioning and is often reckless, aggressive and excessively guarded. As we evolve, though, the awakened warrior engages in altruistic battles of service and protection. If you have pulled this card, it is an invitation to utilize your power wisely. Fight for a cause at which you believe in, or become of service to those in need. Alternatively, though, it may also be a time to take off your suit of armor, as I've already mentioned, as you allow your emotions to flow from within. There is a lot there already, there's a lot that can be spoken about there straight away, but often we neglect our own inner warrior. So it's time for you to honor that, so that power and strength can rise from within, like the phoenix rises from the ashes, very symbolic. We look at the final card here, and we've got the spirit animal of the turkey. And what is the turkey all about? For me, the turkey is all about gratitude and abundance as well. But let me read from my little booklet. We'll jump straight into the little booklet, and I will explain it here in detail as well. So just bear with me while I pick up the turkey. So the spirit animal of the turkey teaches you the gift of giving. Symbolically, turkeys represent sacrifice and renewal. They remind you to let go in order to replenish your life. The message from the turkey also comes in the form of prosperity, as when you give freely, you allow abundance, as I mentioned, to flow into your life. Give without expectations. Share from your heart, in knowing that the universe will always provide for you. If you have pulled this card, then it may be inviting you to be open to receive. Alternatively, it may be a time for you to share your gifts as you support your community. Notice the blessings which come from generosity, even as you harvest the fruits of your own efforts. So this is all about sacrifice and renewal, and the gift of giving. As the warrior, we often sacrifice ourselves in order for that pursuit of the battle, and to support and aid others. And you could say, if you bring out the turkey here within this is about, awakening you to that sacrifice and renewal. And this doesn't mean fully sacrificing yourself, but thinking about how you can, put your needs in the place of others, whereby you can support them, but whilst also having that courage and strength of the warrior within you. Because from an altruistic place of the warrior, when you're giving out to the world and you're allowing it to be received back to you, you are having that flow of abundance in your life, and that is what you really want to connect with. And this will assist you on awakening on your spiritual journey and embracing all that is being, divinely guided towards you. So allow yourself to give and receive in flow as you connect with the abundance in your life. And that's really the message of the spirit animal of the turkey there. So I do hope you found that reading to be valuable and useful. I'll quickly go through it again as a short overview. The first one is your old self. So we're in a phase at the moment in January where you have to look back and reflect upon your old self, those old conditions and patterns that have shaped who you are, so that you can release, you can let go, and you can begin following your goals, your visions and your dreams with regards to the spirit animal of the eagle. Because this is about seeing life from a new perspective, and as you view life from a new perspective and you act upon those new belief patterns and ideas, that's when you can begin transforming your life. But the eagle invites you, to view life maybe in a different way. As you then connect with the courage and strength of that inner warrior to begin living life on your terms. It doesn't matter what other people are doing, and it doesn't really matter how other people perceive your life and the way in which you live it. The most important thing for you is for you to live life on your terms, and that's what the warrior is all about, living in alignment with who you truly are, really. And then, that sacrifice and renewal, sacrificing yourself for the good of others, and this is connecting with your divine mission and purpose in many ways as well. But give and receive as you allow abundance to flow in your life. So I hope you found this reading to be valuable and useful. Before I close up this video, I wanted to let you know what I've got in store for 2022, because I've been reflecting upon my work quite a lot over this past year. And coming 2022, I will be doing shadow work sessions, which are all about helping you heal the depths of your shadow and those wounds within you. As many of you know, I love to speak about the shadow, because I'm a personal believer that your shadow is the way to the light. Because your shadow is quite simply those unloved and unresolved aspects of self that you may not want to see, because maybe you've experienced a lot of pain, neglect, or even sadly abuse in your life. But if you've locked that away and you've hidden those feelings away within your unconscious, and you're just embracing the love and light, what you're often doing is you're also neglecting those aspects of yourself that want to be seen and loved. So these shadow work sessions are all about exploring your unconscious, exploring your shadow, and shedding light on it in a way that it can be highly enlightening for you, but assist you in the depth of your healing. With those shadow aspects, we look at them through, first of all, archetypes, because archetypes are very symbolic in the way that they can help you understand yourself without you specifically needing to know about certain experiences. So we can look at some of those shadow aspects through archetypes and assist you with working through some of those wounds within. Also, as a hypnotherapist, I help you look back at your past and your unconscious so that you can connect with those wounds, awaken to them, and begin healing them so that you can love the wholeness and beauty of who you are. Also, within these shadow work sessions, I also provide shamanic healing, where I do soul retrieval sessions, as well as a process called illumination, which helps you to illuminate aspects of yourself and your shadow to heal them at the deepest of levels. Now, if you'd like to find out more about these sessions, please be sure to visit my website or send me an email at andy@awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk. And with that, I will say thank you for tuning in. Take care, much love, and I wish you all the best on your spiritual journey throughout 2022. With that, I will say bye for now. Awaken your soul pathway and shift from self to soul. Download our free app on the Google Play Store, where you can disconnect from your mind in order to reconnect with your soul as you awaken to your spiritual journey and connect with your soul from within. Learn from one of our many courses available on Udemy. We have our Archetypes for Life program, where you can connect with your inner world in order to transform your outer world. We also have your Awaken Your Inner Warrior course, where you can learn how to balance your masculine and feminine within. You can even take the journey of divine love to embrace your soulmate or twin flame. Or you can honour and heal your shadow as you shift it from darkness to light. Gain deeper insights from spirit as you connect with your soul and awaken your soul pathway with our Soul Pathway Oracle cards. Visit www.thesoulpathway.com for more information.